Residents of Greenville County, like most in the southeastern United States, depend on their personal cars to get where they need to go. As the county grows and jobs and homes are located farther from each other, transportation challenges are even greater for people who don't own or can't drive a car.
It's interesting if you consider nationwide and throughout the county, an early sequence of everyone's day is to get into some form of transportation, whether that be their own car, a bus, a subway, a train, take their child to daycare, get back into that transportation, and then go to work. It's that sort of trilogy of things that are the symptoms of poverty. We're finding it's those three things that keep people living in poverty.
David Bolton, Executive Director of Foothills Family Resources, understands what it takes and what can get in the way of gainful employment. This nonprofit, located in northern Greenville County, develops relationships with individuals wanting long-term financial independence and provides job training and placement, coaching, and the soft skills necessary to stand out in the job market.
So organizations like ours, and they're all over the county, are learning how to teach people, literally develop the habits of professionalism. What we struggle with more is getting them there. And for an organization like ours, we can't give out bus passes. For the most part, it's useless for us because it's so far away.
GreenLink, our public transit system, has made improvements in recent years, but its ability to serve a growing workforce and employment base is constrained by its funding. Nonetheless, Transit Director Gary Shepard has ideas about how GreenLink can meet workforce needs.
Well, if you think about it, we could get someone to a second shift job today, but we couldn't bring them home. We couldn't get someone to a third shift job, but we could bring them home. So we have the ability to expand in hours that will allow that opportunity for that employer to maybe find new employees by providing and breaking down that barrier of transportation. Frequency, our services run every hour. That's just not conducive to someone who needs to get to work. To wait an hour for a bus, to get to their location, wait for an hour to come home. So we're advocating increased frequency, at least 30 minutes, and in some cases more. 15 minutes if possible. There's things we could do to go with working with employers on direct runs to their facilities or in the vicinity of their facilities, maybe in the hours of express runs between 6 and 9 in the morning, 4 and 7 at night, and see if we can help them get more employees that way. We also are looking at the technology, making it easier for our customers. We now have an app on our phone where you can actually find out where the bus is, where the next bus stop is. Is the bus running late? Is it on time? It can also tell you how many seats are on the bus. That to us is value added and customer friendly, which also relieves the angst, if one would have, about using public transit.
Many believe that until widespread transportation solutions are available, we will continue to see a disconnect between open jobs and people to fill them.
Let me just throw some statistics at you right away. 14% of those claiming unemployment benefits today are citing a lack of transportation. Almost 12% of students who cannot fulfill their academic program at Greenville Tech, almost 12%, are citing unreliable transportation. So you have folks looking for work who can't get work, who are now unemployed, seeking benefits. You have those who want to advance their education to add to the brain power of the economy, and they're citing transportation. It's obviously the hours we run are not conducive, as I mentioned. It's obviously the frequency. But if you take a step back even further, and you look at what's happening not only here, but throughout the country, and there's plenty of studies from the Brookings Institute, more and more folks are living farther away from their place of employment. Therefore, transportation, the length of the transportation, and et cetera, access to transportation is very, very important.